Chosen one. Something ended last night while you were sleeping. You did not feel it happen. You did not hear any sound. But in the spiritual realm, at exactly 2:47 in the morning, a season closed. Not gradually, not slowly, it just ended, like a door slamming shut, and the second that door closed, another one opened. A door you have never seen before. A door that leads to a completely different trajectory than the one you have been walking. And chosen one, you woke up this morning on the other side of that doorway without even realizing it. Everything you thought would continue the same way it has been, it will not. Everything you assumed would stay hard, it will not. Everything you accepted as your normal, it is no longer your normal. Because last night, while you were asleep, heaven issued an executive order with your name on it. And that order said, reverse it. Reverse their struggle, reverse their lack, reverse their delay, flip their current, change their direction, and give them 10 days to see it manifest. Think about what that means for a second. While you were unconscious, unable to participate or interfere, God was working. He was closing files that needed to close, canceling assignments that were against you, revoking access that the enemy had to certain areas of your life. And simultaneously, he was opening new files, activating new assignments, granting new access to resources and relationships and opportunities that were previously locked. All of this happened while you slept. Why? Because some things God does not need your permission for. He just does them because he is God, and he decided it was time. Now you might be thinking, why did I not feel anything shift? And the answer is simple. The biggest shifts happen in silence. Earthquakes make noise. But continental drift, the movement that actually changes the shape of the world, happens so quietly you cannot detect it until you look back years later and realize everything moved. That is what happened last night. Continental drift in your destiny, and you are about to look back 10 days from now and realize everything moved. So why are you here? Why did this message find you today of all days? Because heaven needed you to know what just happened so you could cooperate with it. See, God can shift things in the invisible realm all day long. But if you do not shift how you think and speak and move, the invisible change cannot become visible reality. It is like someone handing you keys to a new car, but you keep sitting in your old broken-down vehicle. The new car is yours, but you have to get out of the old one and get into the new one. That is what this message is. This is me handing you the keys and saying, get out of the old vehicle. Your new one is running and ready. Before we go any further, I need you to mark this moment. Because 10 days from now, you are going to want to remember where you were when everything changed. So right now, hit that subscribe button. Not because I need subscribers, but because when you subscribe, you are telling the algorithm and the universe, I want more of this frequency. I want to stay connected to messages that shift my trajectory. Then tap the like button. And I know everyone asks for likes, but this one is different. When you like this video, you are saying, I agree with what is being declared over my life. Your like is your amen. It is your yes. So do that now. And here is the most important part. Go to the comments and type 3 words. Type the words, I receive reversal. Just that. I receive reversal. Because when you type those words, you are not just commenting, you are speaking into existence what heaven already decreed. You are opening your mouth and your hands to receive what is being offered. So pause for 10 seconds and type that. Now I receive reversal. Chosen one. Let me tell you what reversal means. For the last season, maybe the last year, maybe longer, you have felt like you were swimming against the current. Every step forward took twice as much energy as it should. Every small win required massive effort. You were not lazy, you were not lacking faith, you were just swimming upstream, and swimming upstream is exhausting. It does not matter how strong you are. If the current is against you, you burn out. I want you to really picture this. Imagine you are in a river. The water is flowing south, and you are trying to swim north. You are a strong swimmer. You are determined. You are giving it everything you have. But for every stroke you take forward, the current pushes you half a stroke back, so you are making progress. But it is slow. It is grinding. It is taking everything out of you. And at the end of the day, you look back and think, I worked so hard and barely moved. That has been your reality. Not because you are doing something wrong, but because the current was against you. But here is what you need to understand. Currents reverse. If you have ever been to the ocean, you know about tides. Twice a day, the water flows in one direction, then it stops, and then it flows the opposite direction. Same water, same ocean, but completely different force. When the tide is going out, you cannot fight it. But when the tide comes in, you do not have to fight at all. The water carries you. That is what is happening in your life right now. The tide is turning. The current that has been against you is reversing. And for the next 10 days, you are going to feel what it is like to have the current at your back instead of in your face. Things that required massive effort will suddenly feel easy. Doors that were jammed shut will swing open with a light push. People who ignored you will suddenly pay attention. Opportunities you chased will start chasing you. That is not luck. That is reversal. And here is the part most people do not understand. When the current reverses, it does not just stop working against you. It starts working for you with the same force it was working against you. So if the resistance was strong, the assistance will be equally strong. If the opposition was intense, the favor will be equally intense. It is a complete flip. Everything that was hard becomes easy. Everything that was closed becomes open. Everything that was no becomes yes. Now, let me tell you why 10 days in Scripture. The number 10 represents completion of divine order. God gave 10 commandments, not because he could not think of more, but because 10 represents fullness. There were 10 plagues in Egypt because it took 10 to complete the judgment. And when Daniel prayed for breakthrough, it took 10 days for the answer to break through enemy resistance. So when I say 10 days, I am not being random. I am following a biblical pattern. 10 days is the completion cycle for reversal to go from decreed to manifested. And here is what most people miss. Reversal does not mean things get a little better. Reversal means the opposite of what was happening starts happening. If you were losing, you start winning. If you were being overlooked, you start being sought out. If you were going backwards, you start going forwards at double speed, not gradual improvement, sudden flip like a light switch off to on. That is reversal. So what is being reversed in your life? Let me name 3 specific reversals that are happening right now. I call them the 3 flips, and all 3 are going to manifest in the next 10 days. The first flip is the name flip. This is when how people see you suddenly changes. You know how you have been carrying a label. Maybe people see you as the struggling one, the one who is always in need, the one who is trying but not quite making it. That label has been sitting on you like a heavy coat, and you have been wearing it for so long you forgot it is not who you are. It is just what people projected onto you. Think about how frustrating that label has been. You walk into a room and you can feel people looking at you through that lens. They mean well. They are not trying to hurt you, but they see you as someone who needs help, not someone who has something to offer. They see your past, not your potential. and no matter how hard you try to change their perception, the label sticks. You have probably even started to believe it yourself, started to think, maybe I am just the struggling one, maybe that is my role in this world, but in the next 10 days, that label is coming off, and a new name is going on you. People are going to start calling you blessed, favored, successful, helped by God. And the crazy part is, you are not going to have to convince anyone. They are just going to see it. Your countenance is going to change. The way you carry yourself is going to shift, and people will not be able to explain it. They will just know something is different about you. Someone might even say, "Did something good happen to you? You look different." That is the name flip in action. The second flip is the circle flip. This is when the people around you change, not because you cut anyone off, not because you go looking for new friends, but because reversal has a way of rearranging relationships. People who were draining you will suddenly distance themselves, not in a dramatic way. They will just drift, and you will realize you do not miss them. At the same time, new people are going to show up. People who are aligned with where you are going, not where you have been. People who see your potential, not your past. People who add to you instead of taking from you. You are going to look around in 10 days and think, when did my circle change? That is the circle flip. Now, I want to be clear about something. The circle flip is not about you becoming arrogant or abandoning people. It is about your relationships naturally aligning with your new season. Some people are called to your past season. They served a purpose. They helped you survive, but they are not called to your next season. And if you try to drag them into a season they are not assigned to, you will both be frustrated. So when people drift, let them, do not chase them. Do not feel guilty. Trust that God is rearranging your relationships for your benefit, not your harm. The third flip is the momentum flip. This is the big one. For the last season, you have had momentum, but it was negative momentum. Things were sliding backwards or stuck in place. You were working hard, but not seeing results match your effort. That is negative momentum. It is real, it is measurable, and it is demoralizing. You start to think, what is the point? Why am I even trying? Nothing I do makes a difference. That thought is the result of negative momentum. It makes you want to quit. But momentum can flip. And when it does, it flips fast. Suddenly, the same effort that was producing nothing starts producing everything. Suddenly, things you have been working on for months start bearing fruit in days. Suddenly, what felt impossible starts feeling inevitable. That is momentum flip. And it is the most disorienting reversal, because you will not believe how fast things move once the momentum flips in your favor. You will think, why did not this happen sooner? And the answer is, because the current was against you. But now it is not. Now it is with you. And everything accelerates. All three flips, name flip, circle flip, momentum flip, over the next 10 days, and chosen one, I am not hoping this happens. I am declaring it is already in motion. The decree went out last night. Now it is just manifesting in your visible reality. But here is where you come in. You have a role. There is a protocol you need to follow to cooperate with what heaven is doing. Because if you keep thinking and speaking and acting like the old current is still in effect, you will miss the reversal. You have to adjust. Here is the protocol. It is simple, but it is non-negotiable. For the next 10 days, you are going to do two things, morning and evening, every day, no exceptions. In the morning, within the first 30 minutes of waking up, before you check your phone, before you get into your day, you speak 3 declarations out loud, and I mean out loud, not in your head. Your voice has power. First declaration. The current has reversed, and I am moving with the flow. Second declaration. My name is changing, and people see me differently. Third declaration. I am in a new season, and the old rules do not apply anymore. 3 sentences, 20 seconds, that is your morning protocol. Then in the evening, before you go to sleep, you do a review. You write down or speak out loud. One thing that happened that day that felt like reversal. Even if it is small, even if it seems insignificant, one sign that the current is changing. Could be a good conversation, could be unexpected money, could be a mood shift, could be a door opening. Just one thing. You acknowledge it. You thank God for it. And you go to sleep expecting more tomorrow. That is it. Morning declarations, evening review, 10 days. If you do that, you will not miss what is happening. You will be conscious of the reversal as it unfolds, and your awareness will accelerate it. Because what you focus on expands. Now let me tell you what to expect if you actually do this protocol. Day 1 and 2, you might not feel anything dramatic, but you will notice small things, a shift in your mood, a decrease in anxiety. Thoughts that used to dominate you will feel quieter. That is your internal atmosphere starting to shift. Day 3 and 4, something external will happen. Could be a message from someone you have not heard from. Could be an opportunity that pops up out of nowhere. Could be a problem that resolves itself without you doing anything. When it happens, do not dismiss it. That is your first visible sign of reversal. Acknowledge it in your evening review. Day 5 and 6, the name flip starts becoming obvious. Someone is going to comment on how you seem different, or you are going to catch your reflection and think, I look different. Or people are going to start treating you with more respect for no reason you can identify. That is the name flip activating. Day 7 and 8, the circle flip happens. Either someone exits or someone enters. You will know which relationships are shifting. Do not force anything. Just let it happen. Trust the process. And by day 9 and 10, the momentum flip becomes undeniable. Things you have been working on will suddenly start moving. Doors will open. Clarity will come. Energy will return. And you will look around and think, how did my life change this fast? But chosen one, I need to warn you. The enemy sees the reversal too, and he is going to try 4 major attacks to derail you before day 10 arrives. I am naming them now, so you are prepared. Attack 1, sudden discouragement. Around day 3 or 4, you are going to have a moment where you feel like nothing is working, and this is pointless. That feeling will come out of nowhere. It is designed to make you quit before the visible reversal fully manifests. When that feeling hits, do not trust it. It is a lie. Keep doing the protocol. Attack 2, manufactured drama. Something chaotic will happen designed to consume all your attention and emotional energy, a conflict, a crisis, a sudden problem. It will feel urgent, but it is a distraction. Handle it if you must, but do not let it derail your protocol. Do your declarations even if you do it in the middle of the chaos. Attack 3, false reversal. You will get something small, and the temptation will be to think, okay, I got what I needed. I can stop now. Do not stop. The small thing is the preview. The big thing comes at the end of the 10 days. Finish the cycle. Attack 4, isolation attack. You are going to feel alone. Like nobody understands what you are experiencing. like you are doing this by yourself, and it is not working. That feeling is designed to make you quit on day 7 or 8, right before breakthrough. Do not agree with it. Push through. You are not alone. Angels are assigned to you, and they are working overtime during these 10 days. Now let me tell you about David. Not his real name, but his story is absolutely true. 8 months ago, David was sitting in his car in a parking garage, having what he describes as the worst panic attack of his life. He was drowning in debt. His business was failing. He had just been told by his doctor that his blood pressure was dangerous and he needed to make major life changes or he was heading for a heart attack, and he was only 39 years old. David felt like everything was collapsing at once. He opened his phone trying to distract himself and saw a video talking about reversal. Let me give you more context on what David was dealing with. He had started a small consulting business 3 years prior. The first year was promising, the second year was okay, but the third year everything fell apart. Clients stopped renewing contracts, new leads dried up, and David was stuck paying for office space, software subscriptions, and equipment he had invested in when things were good. He was using credit cards to cover basic expenses. His debt had climbed to $40,000, and every month it got worse. On top of that, his marriage was strained. His wife supported him, but she was scared. They had 2 kids. Bills were piling up, and David could see the worry in her eyes every time the mail came. He felt like a failure. Like he had let his family down, and the stress was literally killing him. The doctor's warning about his blood pressure was the final straw. David sat in that parking garage thinking, I cannot do this anymore. I do not know how to fix this. I am out of options. His first instinct was to skip the video about reversal. He thought, I do not need motivational content. I need a miracle. But something made him watch. He heard about the 10-day protocol, morning declarations, evening review. And his logical brain said, this is ridiculous. Talking to myself is not going to fix my business or my health or my debt. But another part of him thought, you have tried everything else. You have worked harder. You have hustled. You have stressed yourself into high blood pressure. What if you just try this? So David started. Day 1, he woke up and felt stupid speaking declarations to an empty room. His wife was still asleep. He was whispering so she would not hear. And he thought, I am a grown man playing make-believe. But he did it anyway. He spoke the 3 sentences. The current has reversed. My name is changing. I am in a new season. And then he went about his day trying not to think about how foolish he felt. Day 2, same thing. Still felt strange. Still no visible change, but he committed to finishing what he started. Day 3 arrived. David was at his desk working, or more accurately, staring at his computer, trying to work but feeling paralyzed by anxiety. His phone rang. It was a number he did not recognize, but something told him to answer. It was a potential client he had pitched to 4 months ago who had gone completely silent. David had assumed they went with someone else. But the person on the phone said, Hey David, sorry it took so long to get back to you. We had to get budget approval and it took forever. But we are ready to move forward if you are still available. We would like to get started next week. David almost dropped the phone. He had pitched that project when things were starting to fall apart. It was a 3-month contract that would bring in $15,000, enough to cover 2 months of expenses and make a serious dent in one of his credit cards. He said yes before they could change their mind. After the call, he sat at his desk in shock. That project was dead. He had written it off, and it just came back to life. That night, he wrote in his evening review, Client called back after 4 months of silence. Reversal sign number 1. Day 4. David went to his mailbox, expecting the usual stack of bills and junk mail. But there was an envelope from the IRS. His heart sank, he thought. Great, now I am being audited. He opened it. It was a check, a tax refund for $2,800 from an amendment his accountant had filed 6 months ago that he had completely forgotten about. David stood at his mailbox, holding that check, thinking, this cannot be coincidence. 2 financial things in 2 days, he wrote it down. Reversal sign number 2. Day 6 came. David was at a coffee shop working on a proposal when someone walked up to his table. It was an old colleague from a company he worked at years ago before starting his own business. They had not seen each other in probably 4 years. They started talking, catching up. And the colleague mentioned he was working on a project and looking for someone to partner with. He said, "Actually, you would be perfect for this. Are you interested?" They exchanged information. That conversation turned into a 6-month contract that paid more consistently and at a higher rate than anything David had landed in the past 2 years. Day 6. The circle flip happening in real time. By day 8, David noticed something that shocked him more than the financial shifts. He went to the doctor for a follow-up on his blood pressure. The nurse took his reading, then took it again, then called the doctor in. The doctor looked at the numbers and said, "What did you change, David? Your blood pressure has dropped significantly. What are you doing differently?" David did not know how to explain it. He had not changed his diet much. He had not started exercising more. But his stress level had decreased. He was sleeping better. The panic attacks had stopped. The constant tightness in his chest was gone. The doctor said, "I do not know what you are doing, but whatever it is, keep doing it." This is remarkable improvement in just a week. David walked out of that appointment, realizing his health was reversing without him even focusing on it. He had been so worried about his business and his finances that he had not noticed his body healing. That night he wrote, "Blood pressure normalized. Panic attacks gone. Health reversing. Reversal sign beyond what I asked for." Day 10 arrived. David woke up, did his morning declarations, and sat in his living room reflecting on the last 10 days. 4 months ago, a dead client came back to life. An unexpected tax refund showed up. A random encounter led to his best contract in 2 years, and his health, which was heading toward a heart attack, completely turned around. He looked at his wife, who had been watching this whole thing unfold, and said, "I do not understand what just happened." She smiled and said, "I think the current reversed." "Like you have been saying every morning." David messaged me and said, "I do not understand how this works, but my life is completely different than it was 10 days ago." And I told him, "What I am telling you, it is not magic, it is reversal." The current flipped, and when the current is with you instead of against you, everything changes. Not because you worked harder, not because you deserved it more, but because God decided it was time, and He reversed what needed to reverse. Now, I am not saying your reversal will look exactly like David's. Your story is your story. But I am saying if you do the protocol, reversal will show up. It has to, because reversal is not based on your worthiness. It is based on God's decision, and He already decided last night. At 2:47 a.m., the decree went out. Now, it is just a matter of you cooperating with what is already in motion. So, chosen one, here is your decision. You can close this video and go back to your life and keep swimming against the current. And 10 days from now, you will still be tired, still be frustrated, still be waiting for something to shift. Or you can take 2 minutes a day, 1 minute in the morning, 1 minute at night, and watch what happens. 2 minutes total. Can you give that? If you can, everything changes. If you cannot, nothing does. But before you decide, I need to tell your soul something it has been dying to hear. You have permission to stop swimming so hard. You have permission to let the current carry you for once. You have permission to believe that ease is available to you, not just to other people. You have permission to receive help without feeling weak. You have permission to expect good things without waiting for the other shoe to drop. And on behalf of heaven, I release you. I release you from the belief that struggle makes you stronger. I release you from the need to earn what is already yours. I release you from fighting currents that have already reversed. You are free. You are released. Now move like it, chosen one. What we are about to do right now is not a prayer. It is a reversal ceremony, and when we finish, the invisible shift becomes locked in. If you can, stand up. Feel your feet on the ground. You are still here, still standing. That alone is proof you are stronger than what tried to take you out. Now I am going to speak over you, and I need you to receive it, not analyze it, not question it, just receive it. In the name above all names, I speak to every current that has been against this person. I command you to reverse. Right now, financial currents that have been flowing out. I command you to flow in relationship currents that have been pulling away. I command you to pull close. Health currents that have been declining, I command you to restore. Emotional currents that have been draining, I command you to fill. Career currents that have been stagnant, I command you to accelerate. Every current, reverse. Now, I declare the name Flip is activated. What people called them before no longer sticks. New names are being assigned: blessed, favored, successful, anointed. And those names will manifest in how people treat them. I declare the circle flip is activated. Wrong people exit. Right people enter. Relationships that drain are replaced with relationships that fill. Their circle is being divinely rearranged, and they will not have to force it. I declare the momentum flip is activated. What was sliding backwards now slides forward. What was stuck now moves. What required massive effort now requires light touch. The momentum has flipped, and everything flows easier. I bind discouragement. I bind manufactured drama. I bind false reversal. I bind isolation. Every attack planned for the next 10 days, you are exposed and you are cancelled. The reversal is sealed and nothing can abort it. I declare within 48 hours a tangible sign. Within 5 days, a significant shift. Within 10 days, undeniable proof that everything changed. Their latter days are greater than their former. Their comeback erases their setback. Their future rewrites their past. It is done. It is finished. It is irreversible. Now, chosen one, answer out loud. Are you ready to cooperate with the reversal? Say yes, out loud. Heaven recorded that, yes, you are locked in. For the next 10 days, do the protocol, morning declarations, evening review. Watch what happens. Do not say amen yet. Close your eyes for 10 seconds. Feel the shift, now open them. It is done. The current has reversed. Go with the flow.